little yardie.
Yeah, well, because I have it on these roads.
This is James chapter 5 and verse 4. Behold, the hire of the labourers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them have reaped, which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth.
You're talking about hundreds of years of a people crying, man. Crying, man. Our people been complaining, crying, oh Lord. From Jamaica to from Jamaica to Guyana to all over the world, man. Jake just constantly like struggling to make ends meet, making the best out of shit. This is the reality of the lives that Jake has been living. Esau ain't been living like that. Esau ain't been struggling like that. Now you might go and try and point out one or two crackers that's living on the street, like, but let's just keep it real.
He's too tired of losing, man.
Let's deal with the numbers, man.
Making it.
They're not representative, or just like Kanye ain't representative of all Jake. The cracker you see that's living on the street ain't representing these crackers. To the most part, these crackers is doing fine.
Psalm 75 verse 5 says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
They ain't got the same problems,
man. That shot of anxiety in your chest.
Right? That's why they're not in the prison system. When the prison system, Esau does more drugs than Jake do. Esau do all the drugs. Jake just smoke weed. The few Jakes now, there are not that many that smoke crack. That's era's gone. Esau will be popping the blue, the yellow, the red, the purple, every pill that's ever invented.
And he's still rich.
Heroin, fucking meth. They got the meth epidemic. Esau be take cocaine. You go to them cracker fucking and they'll like them cracker, what's it called, festivals? Nothing but drugs. Nothing but. Now how many police is going through? They go, take this guy in. But Jake is just walking through Hackney like, we got a bit away. You like that wacky backy, do you? Yeah? And give man a drug charge. You go down central London, man. Listen, man, these drug dealers know all you gotta do is interview one of these drug dealers. They'll tell you who the best person to have on their line is.
But these banks are trafficking drugs.
It ain't no nigga you want in your line. A nigga ain't got no money. You want one of them white boys. I know that for real. I know that for real. When you get them white boys on your line, they like Hoovers, man. As soon as they finish work and they come out of that office, mate, you know, I need, the poorest of them is like, they're spending like 80 quid for the night, like, the next day, another, you know? It's these crackers, but they're not going to jail for that. It's been shown that they do lenient sentences for Esau and give Jake the maximum. We'll finish this and then we'll get into it. Was you finished on that? Okay, go on, precept.
Job 21:7.
Beautiful.
Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yea, are mighty in power. Their seed is established in their sight with them.
That's these old money families. These families that's got old money, that go way back.
They can't even spend all their money.
They can't spend. They got that old money, man. Koch brothers and all these dudes, man, they're just chilling. All you know about is the new money, like Bill Gates. You think you got old money coming up? You think they're gonna watch Bill Gates doing all that and they ain't got nothing? They ain't involved. They're always involved. The old money's always involved. That's why they're old money. They always be watching for new shit coming up and make sure that they get a piece of that.
Yeah, man, they be making more for Microsoft.
Like the Rothschilds just gonna come and then let Bill Gates come richer than them. Like just sit there like, oh, he's well done, Bill.
Good job, Bill.
Bro, they all up in all that shit, man. That's how they make their money. They've been doing it for generations.
Kingmakers and stuff.
So you got families that have established themselves, man. All kind of brothers. You go into Brazil, same thing. I was talking about this with my woman today. You go Brazil. Go search top richest families in Brazil, and they're gonna have what the Zaffa and the Marino and all these guys, man. And then you're like, this brother collectively they're worth like 50 billion, and they'd be like 3, 4, 5 brothers. When you check the family lines, they're all fucking Portuguese, man. They're all Portuguese, man. Same thing when you go to Mexico, where you think the you got rich ass families in Mexico, super rich families that are in Mexico. They're all Spanish, man. Family wealth, and then their kids, they got their what's it called? Hedge fund kids they call them. They got their little hedge fund going. They know that the kids automatically going to the top schools. The dad's got loads of friends, so that's what it said. When they die, their kids are set up after them. They're established, man. Go on, read that again.
God, it says in verse 8, it says their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes.
That's right. They get to see their children. They rarely get their children are going to jail. You hear they're spending life in jail. They spend money to make sure that don't happen. Like Yellow Bastard. They make sure that their kids, nothing stick to them. They got fixers for that. And then they make programs about it. You got people they call fixers. They come in and pay them to make sure that problems disappear. Like when their son and his friends decide to date rape some girl, and that girl's gonna come out, they make sure that shit disappears.
It's was it Pulp Fiction? I think it's Mr. Wolf. I can't remember his name. The guy who comes after they wig the guy in the back of the car. They go to Quentin's house, and he's like, "Wait, look at that dead nigga storage." Then it's like, yo, they call the wolf guy. He just comes, he fixes the problem, man.
Gets rid of it.
He just tells them, look, do this, do that. Look, we're gonna have everything sorted in like less than 2 hours. Then it's done. They got men like that.
You finish on that?
A bit more. It says their houses are safe from fear.
They don't live where there's problems like that. They don't live where there's problems like that. They ain't got to worry about problems like that. They're living in them buttery areas, man. Everyone's rich. Hamptons and, them suburbs, ain't nothing going on.
Where no one's
Bikes are outside on the lawn overnight.
There's no one suffering around them. There's no one suffering.
Yeah, man.
Everywhere Jake's suffering, man. That's why there's so much crime and shit go on, man.
You have that verse, your hood, violins, my hood, sirens.
Yep.
It was a J. Cole.
Yeah, it says their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of the power upon them.
The Lord ain't been touching these devils. He ain't really been touching them according to their wickedness. They ain't getting touched. But you're gonna get touched.
Verse 10, their bull gendereth and faileth not, their cow calveth and casteth not her calf. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance. They take the timbrel and a harp.
Yeah, their children be living that life, man. Their children be living that life. Their daughters be going on round the world trip. Who you think paying for that? Daddy's paying for round the world trip.
I travel the world.
Doing madness, getting the credit card, maxing out the credit card. Dad's paying for it. I know crackers I've talked to, and man will straight up look you dead in the eye and say, "Look, bro, I'd be a millionaire right now if it weren't for my daughter."
Yeah.
Straight up. Man had to sling 50 grand in here, 50 grand there. I'm like, what? 50 what? I can't even call my dad and ask, man. I wouldn't even go and ask that for 50 pounds, bro. I can't ask it.
You probably asked me. I'm 50 pounds. I was just gonna call you.
I can't really help you out with that. Yeah, you got 50 quid.
How many of you Jakes, your parents bought you a brand new car off the line, man, and paid for the insurance, man?
I don't know about that.
I used to work in car insurance. Yeah, them crackers be getting that, man. The brand new Fiat 500.
Yeah. I remember I was in uni, man.
Can I just make a quick point? Because the thing is, if when your parents are able to save, that's why you get a lot of these crackers that do startups. Because Jake can't do a start because you have to work on that day in, day out. But their parents have said, okay, here's however much you've been saving up for you. So for like a whole year, you can start work on your business.
Yeah.
If Jake wants
you got that leeway.
You got that leeway.
Even when things go wrong, you can fall back on something.
Yeah.
Hey, because I was watching one program one time and he had the cracker, and he started a limousine business. Now, how did he start the business? Well, I'll tell you how. His parents bought him a limo. His parents bought him the limo, and then who was his first clients? his parents' friends. So then he started making money like that, and then so he used the money he was making from the service to start leasing out more limos, and he built his business. No, but he needed that start.
Yeah, I don't know, no Jake. There was something I read online. It was like one guy said, like his son. He said like his son said like, look, save up as much money as you can between 16 and 18, and whatever you save up for a car, I'll match it and then buy you a car at that price. So the guy had $5 at 16. I was like, his dad must have dropped him that. Why the fuck are you getting $5? Then it's like he put on a stock market and he got 35 grand. So he's like, oh, now I've got to buy a 70 grand car. He's like, I could do it. It's not really a big deal. But it's just the insurance to be killer. I was like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, but you know what? And the people might watch this and say, oh, you guys are hating. We ain't hating. They're supposed to be able to do that. The point is, we're supposed to be. The way the Lord set the earth up is, you're not supposed to start from scratch. That's why you got parents.
Yeah.
You're supposed to start. That's the whole point of generations. You're supposed to have inheritances.
And that's why Esau destroyed his house.
And that's what Esau took all our inheritance, and it's in his house. All our productivity is in his house. Still hold that. Go on.
This is Proverbs 13 and 22. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children.
Children. So he's stacking up them pigs.
His grandkid, bro.
So we don't hate on that. I don't look at a guy, his parents helped him and start looking at him sideways. That's how it's supposed to be. Some guys be hating on that, he had help. I'm not hating that he had help. He's supposed to have help. That whole, starting from scratch is played out, man. That's plenty of failure.
We was doing that in the ancient world with Jacob and Laban. After 7 years, he got his substance, started his own
money, and then he's ready to do his
That was a normal thing, yeah.
You don't get something from nothing. Only the Most High can make something from nothing.
Nothing from Mozart to make a poor
Something
man
makes
rich.
something. You can't fry some eggs without some eggs. Shit. Unless you got them spiritual.
And the wealth of a sinner is laid up for the just.
Yeah, but hey, that's Esau. Esau's the man of sin. Because all that wealth, the good thing about all the wealth and the glory ain't gone nowhere. And it ain't ever gonna go nowhere. We're gonna get everything. We're gonna get the people, which is the labor. We're gonna get all of that, man. The gold, the silver, the jewels, the pearls, the plantain.
The dromedary. All of that.
This is Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Yeah, and that's what Esau wants to get away from.
Yeah, man.
So if Esau had his way, it would be like George Floyd. They'll put the cracker that killed him in jail, and we won't call you a nigger no more.
Yeah.
Get your ass back to the projects. Like everything's equal, and you can make it. If If we could make it, we would have made it, because nobody worked harder than Jake. Nobody worked all that shit. Or if you work hard enough. I mean, there's a certain aspect where working hard helps you. It's good to have a good work ethic, but who work harder than Jake? No one. And we ain't got nothing to show for it.
How many jobs does Jake need to have?
That's why certain of these Jake get disillusioned and they start rolling with, certain they'll tell you. Yo, my dad worked. Certain of them, man, that's why, which we're not condoning that. You got firms it, and just, all down your little job. But I'm saying, you talk to certain of these bad mans on the street, them gunman there that's doing their thing, and they be like, yeah, my dad, they see their dad work hard his whole life with nothing to show for it. Bust his ass, his mother's in the NHS busting her ass, yeah? Ain't got nothing to show for it. So they're like, yo, I don't want to do that. So if, fast money, and then it's moved for that fast money.
It's funny, man. I used to work right around the corner from here, man. And I used to work with a Jake. He's from the Caribbean. He's probably like 50s, 60s. This guy used to work 90 hours a week, man.
This guy should be
Is there even 90 hours in a week?
This guy did some like issue. This guy worked every day of the week. Like the guy had a day off.
Bro,
He just off during when he sleeps.
Bob, listen, lad. I don't know about. Listen, Benjamin worked, bro.
Yeah, he's Benjamin.
The tribe of Benjamin. See, my dad's generation, they fucking work, man. Them mans work. Like, my dad and I can't even work like them. Them man are known to be workers. Like, my dad's, all the Benjamins that are like 50 upwards, that generation worked. They worked their ass off. Brother, your dad, this brother, bricklayers. Fuck, bro, these men worked, man. Them man's hands are fucking rough. Man. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know that generation, everybody worked, man. They rioted because they couldn't get jobs. They just wanted to put their hand to the plow and start busting big fat sweat. Jake will bust sweat. They don't love to work. Yeah, give me some ice water. Drink a couple of some ice. All you gonna give them, man, is ice water, man. You know, Jake. Massive apple. Hey, I'm not lying, bro. That generation was hard working. You know, nobody worked harder than Jake, man, in this man's kingdom, man. Trust me.
Got a preset here.
This is fun.
But then, what did you do after that?
What was it? 'Cause I want to finish the. Was he finished on that?
Yeah, I finished
Was you
that.
finished on that?
No, I ain't finished.
Yeah, let me finish that. And then
It says, well, this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Oh, the Native American, man, sorry, man, we got to give the examples. The tribe of Gad, the Native American Indians, man, they possess 3,000 square, well, that's just America, 3,000 square miles of America. They also possessed Canada. And what did they do? Esau drove them back and said, yeah, you can keep that land. Then Esau will find out there's a precious, some unobtainium or something like that there. Then all of a sudden it's, oh, no, you can't be there anymore. That's why they kept pushing them further and further back. Because the land, the new Canaan, which is America, is actually a land filled with resources. Don't ever get that twisted. It's got plenty of farmland. Plenty of different minerals is in America. Oil. America's got fucking oil. Alaska, word on the street is Alaska's got more oil than the Middle East, man. They're holding on to that shit. Yeah? America had all them riches there. That belonged to the Native American Indians, man.
But they still want to take everybody else's first.
It was called the Indian Removal Act. Like, basically, they'll just say, all right, here's sort of like gold, silver. And the thing, Esau's such a devil, right? This guy would like agree, okay, this place is yours, all right, yeah, sign and seal. Then he come back, actually, you know what? I think we've got to just try and change this up. Well, why is that? Because they find some gold and silver, right?
Yeah,
We'll give you this land instead.
Yeah.
You know?
And then he go there
They
and
don't
take
do the
that.
same shit.
Devil, man.
Now they live on resis, man.
We should have took the oil.
Which is, yeah. Yeah. We should've took the oil.
It's beautiful oil.
We're going to own oil. We're going to take yours as well.
Yeah, right, Trump. It's beautiful oil. Good oil.
Tremendous oil.
Good, clean, Christian oil.
How the hell can you come to a person's land, invade it, and give them rules? It's not yours, bruv.
Priest upon that.
Yeah, get that real quick. Give me Surah 10 and 9.
Come with me.
This is Esau, boy.
Isaiah 55.
Man killed the buffalo, which is a resource.
Oh yeah. On purpose, like, and basically what Esau was doing during that time is that he would actually give you cash for killing them, man. To the point there was like a mountain of skulls of them.
Bad mind.
He didn't even eat it, bro.
He's a bad mind, you, isn't it? He's bad
Might
mind.
not eat it, bro.
He is the devil.
This is Psalms 55 or something, verse 19. The Most High shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old, Salah, because they have no changes. Therefore they fear not God. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
Everyone.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Esau don't watch no face. Esau's watching your shoes, watching what's on your neck. He wants to see, yeah, he ain't watching no face. He's look, you got gold there? Because I want some of that. And if you ain't got no resources, fuck it, I'll take you. You can come work for me.
He
That's
worse than
Esau's
Jake. You know, people complain about what Jake be doing, the iron out guys, the chains and all kind of shit. Esau's is on the next like, fucking level, man. He can't clean everything. No, he's got. He got bankroll in his eyes, bro. He's thinking, nah, I'll take all this shit. All of it. I just want to get this quickly, man. This is Joel chapter 20, verse 15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomiting them up again. God shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of ass. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. And that which he laboured for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be.
Yeah, so you crackers, man. For you, sorry. For you, for you Edomites out there, just understand that you want to know what you can do to help black people. Don't worry about it. We're gonna take it all.
Yeah, but have fun.
We're gonna take it all. That's what the scripture just said.
Yep.
As is your substance, so shall the restitution be. So whatever you got, we gonna take it.
Yep.
And you.
And you.
And you.
Well, that's part of what you have. Your labor. Your labor is what you own. We're gonna take that.
Yeah.
And he shall not rejoice therein, because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away a house which builded
and
not.
forsaken the poor. Turn Jake into sharecroppers, man.
Yeah.
Man, Esau, you real piece of shit. And then you really want us to stand there and thank you for some shit. You devils really looking for Jake to really thank you. Thank you. For what?
I mean, you can speak English.
Man would have been on the West Coast,
Gave me
like
jobs,
balling,
Fine, bro.
balling out of control, bro.
Eating bare yet pounded yam and
Enough, bro. Man would have had them bacteria in the forearms, all that, like.
This is verse 20. So surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired.
and that's why they're trying to get past this racism thing. And we know that the elites, the elites are manipulating, but what they're manipulating is something which is real. That racism thing is always gonna crop up because it's always there.
It was made from the womb.
You devils are never gonna be able to. You devils are never gonna be able to just sleep good to get over this. This whole Jacob and Esau thing, you're not gonna get over it. You're not gonna put that skeleton in the closet and it's gonna stay there. It's always gonna come back. It's always gonna come back. You're not gonna sit tight. Now we're gonna sit tight. In the kingdom, it's just the leaves, isn't it? In the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna have quietness in our belly. We ain't gonna have to worry about no bringbacks, no nothing. You're the devils that have to worry about bringbacks. So your dumb ass is calling people up trying to apologize. Apologize for what?
What's the apology doing for anyone?
Ain't doing shit.
Is there a whip in my hand? Do I have land and slaves?
words hold no weight.
Man. I mean, these niggas, they appreciate an apology, though.
Yeah, they got it soft, bro. Verse 21 says, there shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods, because you ain't gonna get left with none.
Even, you know, like when a man ain't got, like, who robbed a homeless? You see a guy that's just done out there. You ain't robbing him.
Shit.
Ain't no, you got an armed robber and he's out there. You ain't never see a guy stick up a guy that's homeless. You know what I mean? They're not out there they're looking to eat. They're not looking to eat no guy. Well, Esau's gonna be that guy where it's like, even if you wanted to rob him, you're like, but he ain't got nothing.
Yep.
What's he got, man? Just a bad smell. Just leave that. That's just a piece of shit right there.
But Esau would still rob you even if you ain't got nothing to
He robbed you that to Jake all the damn time.
I got a precept quickly on that point. Obadiah 1 and 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? And Esau is the thief that he'd take everything from you.
Yeah, you'll take it all, man.
And even when you got a little that's really nothing,
You still want to take it. Well, he's doing that with Jake. That's why he's got a system in place to still take and redistribute the wealth that Jake has, man.
And hey, spiritual, because with that scripture, because if you read down, the Lord is saying that, like in the kingdom, go and do the same thing unto Esau.
Yeah, we're going to take everything.
You know, I made him bad. You know, take everything.
Well, because even his land, we're going to take. The land of Edom is going to become part of Judah. Because he's going to be gone anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, no, and
It's going to be incense.
true blessing of
That white
Edom
sage.
leg, bro.
White sage.
Nah, I was just gonna say, according to the prophecy of our land being from the River Nile, you know how it was originally set in Deuteronomy. Up until Mesopotamia, so we're gonna get our true blessing.
Fullness. Plus the land of Edom, because Edom wasn't originally part of that.
That's it.
When we came out of Egypt, the Lord said, don't touch that land.
And they took Israel. They took Israel.
But yeah, Edom is going to be added, but our borders is bigger than what we had before.
So they had to cross the line basically for their land to. No, the Lord said,
Envelop that.
Hey, no nation no more.
Inner circle.
This is Job 20 and 15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly.
That's right.
Was it you, Shoko, that was reading?
Yeah, I was reading more on that.
Finished that. Yeah, so Esau robbed up all the tribes, man, and it's a sad thing. And they hardly like to really like speak about it. You know, they'll do like tell you about Africa, niggas in Africa is poor and shit. But man, in the Americas, man, bro, our people be poor over there, yo. Poor. Like from Brazil on down, like Mexico, Panama, they be poor, man. And that's a rich land. People that talk about Africa, like South America is a rich land, man. The whole earth is really filled with riches. You know?
Puerto Rico, man.
These are rich places, man, and our people are over there living in favelas, man. Favelas.
Costa Rica,
Like,
coast of riches, you know.
the Catholic Church took all kind of money, ran with it.
Yep.
They got all that wealth. They issued an apology. They didn't give none of it back.
Oh yeah.
It's not really an apology then.
What's that all about, man? You go down there to Venezuela, them places, you see children, no parents, just 2-year-old and a 5-year-old on the street, man.
Yeah. Even Haiti, you know.
Forsaken. Haiti.
And they're still playing back France.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that shit?
France is gonna get it, man. That's why you see France is gonna explode. The Most High gonna judge France, man. Them French crackers is wicked as all hell, man. I'm gonna fuck all that French language and love shit. The Lord's gonna deal with France, man.
Yep.
They're wicked, man.
Yep. It says they are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth.
That's what it is in this society. We're a prey. Esau is like a beast hovering over us, doing what he wanna do. Yeah, when he wanna redistribute, he's playing with the economy, playing with the media, playing with everything to prey upon Jake. You Jake in the prison system, Esau's keeping down our population, because when you lock a whole bunch of men, virile men up in this prison system, that's also a form of population control. Because them men are up in there. Man said booty was worth more than booty was
More than water.
more than food.
He bugged out, man.
I want you. I want you. And I'm gonna have you.
And I like
Yeah, I likes you, and I'm gonna have you. So them dude, Jake is all up in the prison system making Esau money. Inflating the tax. It's like a prey. So they set the system up with the media and to set Jake up to be criminals, and then have the police just on their case to keep a conveyor belt of putting them in prison. Then on top of that, the prison ain't really designed to rehabilitate, because some of them could be rehabilitated, but the system ain't there for there's certain Jakes that go in jail and they're like, yo, fuck this, I want to change my life. But then you got them in there with these other animals. So you got them in there with the animal. Then on top of that, when they come out, they got a criminal record, so they find it hard to get a job. So they have to end up going back into that world, because you've basically ostracized them from society. They've made their payment. Now, unless it's pedophilia or something like that, you should be able to just say, all right, look, man, we'll wipe that slate clean. When you go get a job, just go get a job.
Yeah.
You know? But no, like, yeah, you got to put it on there that you've been a murderer. And I was like, I don't really want to hire you. And then, so what do you do then?
everywhere you go.
What do you do then?
It's-
Then you know what these wicked in the prison system themselves, they purposely railroad Jake and find reasons to add time onto Jake. They'll do shit like they know that you had an argument with a particular guy, so they'll make sure you're both in the yard at the same time on the sly, if they can, so that you could get into something, so they can add time onto both of you, man. They be doing a lot of wicked shit in that system, man.
It's about making money anyway. That's the whole American prison system. It's about cash money. Them man, that's free labor that's utilized by a lot of companies, man. It's in their best interest to keep you in there as long as possible.
Yep. And then so that's